Thanks for joining me for today's video. So, in today's video, I am going to talk about something that is very important. It has brought me a lot of frustration because I have encountered so much lack of education. And I think that if there were more of us in the blind community who spoke up on this topic, there would be less frustration on both sides, on the blindness side and on the sighted side. So I decided to make this video. It is blindness do's and don'ts, straight from a blind person. All right, so before I get into the content of the video, I just wanted to remind you guys to check out any other videos on the channel. Hit that like button. Go ahead and comment down below with any suggestions you have or any questions or any type of comments. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, so there are varying degrees of blindness. There are visual impairments, which means that there are varying degrees of remaining vision. And then there is complete blindness. I am completely blind. I have been completely blind since I was about 8 months old. So it is all I can remember. I don't remember my vision at all. So this means that I have been living my life this way for as long as my memory goes back. So I have had all kinds of encounters. I have had some really great encounters. Unfortunately, I have had all sorts of embarrassing encounters, awkward encounters, rude encounters, encounters that just shouldn't have happened. I mean, I've been through so much in my life. Now, a lot of it, like I said earlier, stems from a lack of education. A lot of sighted people may never meet a completely blind person in their life. So, if they ever do, they have no idea how to interact with us. They don't know what to do, what to say, how to act. And so they just start, they get so nervous because they are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to do the wrong thing. I don't want to help too little or help too much. And so some of them, and unfortunately it's rare, some of them will actually come up to me and ask, hey, how can I help you? What's the best way for me to interact with you. But most of the time, what ends up happening is people make assumptions. And instead of talking to me first, they will approach me and just start doing random things. And that's not safe. I know that these people have good intentions and they mean to be helpful, but when you come up to a blind person and you just assume what they want or assume what they're trying to do, and you start doing it for them or moving them in a certain direction, or you grab their cane or you grab their service dog's harness handle, or you start petting the service dog or trying to tell the service dog where to go, that can be extremely dangerous for multiple reasons. If you do that and you move things out of our way and out of our hands, we are suddenly like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Where did my stuff go? Who took that out of my hand? What is happening? What is going on? Does this person who's doing that have good intentions, or are they trying to hurt me? We don't know. If you grab our cane, and what I've experienced a lot of people doing is they will either grab the cane tip and pick it up off the floor and start trying to guide me that way, or they will take my hand and start like using my cane for me. No, you can either get hurt or you can hurt me, especially by picking the cane tip off the floor. You are then you are taking away the cane's ability to help me see curbs and stairs and obstacles in my way, which then means that I could trip and fall. I could fall down the stairs. I could run into a wall or a store display. Um, that's not safe. It's not. Now, with service dogs, I have a service dog. I have a guide dog. And unfortunately, a lot of people will try to pet her and think that I am not, like, because I can't see, I don't know. Or they will, when trying to give me directions, they will give her directions instead. Or they will, like, try to grab the harness handle over my hand. No, please don't do that. The harness handle should not be held by anyone except myself. Please do not suddenly start talking to the service dog and giving it directions like you know best how to guide it. The dog has a very important job to do. Its focus is to guide me or guide its handler safely from point A to point B. It is unsafe if it gets distracted, because if it gets distracted, it can guide the handler into things. It can miss curves. Therefore, it can miss warning the handler about curves or steps. It can miss signals from its handler that indicate which way the handler wants the dog to turn. And the dog and the handler one or the other or both, again, could get seriously hurt. So that's not something you want to do either. When speaking to a blind person, what you should not do is start doing this. Okay, most of the time, we're not deaf and we're not slow. We can understand English at a normal volume, at a normal rate. Also, don't ignore us when we're in a room. Don't talk about us like we're not there because we can hear you and that's disrespectful. If you see us out with a sighted friend or a group of sighted friends, this happens all the time, all the time. If we're at places like a cafe or a restaurant, um, or, anywhere where you have to interact with a hostess or a waitress or somebody else, they they will look at the person next to me and go, and what will she have? No, 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 no. Because guess what? That person has no idea what I want. They're not in my head. They don't know. They don't know. Ask me. Ask the blind person. We don't bite. I promise you, we don't bite. And we are perfectly capable of placing our own orders. When approaching a blind person that you have already established a connection with, here's what's not fun. Waving your hand in front of our face and being like, hey, can you see this? Or hey, can you feel this? Neither of those is funny. Or coming up to us and being like, hey, who am I? Hey, who is this? Hey, guess who's talking to you? We are a human, not a game board or a game machine. Just tell us, hey, it's so and so. How are you? It literally takes you 2 seconds. And it's just politeness, simple politeness. That's all it is. And another one, please, please, please do not be afraid of the words look and see and watch. You would be surprised how much we actually use those in our everyday vocabulary. Because here's the thing. It sounds weird to say, oh, I'm listening to this movie. I'm listening to this TV show. Oh, I'm feeling clothes. Like, what? Who says that? No, I'm looking at clothes. I'm watching TV. Oh, hey, come look at this. Hey, come see this. We use those words too. We use those phrases. We use those sentences. It's actually much more annoying and frustrating when you try to tap dance around those words. Just use them. I promise you, you're not being offensive. We would much rather you talk to us like a normal person. Don't be afraid. Don't be timid. Don't, if you say, you know, oh, hey, look at this. Don't then go, oh, I mean, uh, touch the, I mean, feel the, I mean, don't trip over your words. Don't make it awkward. Um, don't be one of those people that's like, well, I was about to tell you to see this, but then I realized you can't. No, because here's the thing. Sure, we can't see with our eyes the same way that sighted people can, but each of us has our own way of seeing this world. We see in our own unique, beautiful, creative, individual ways. So we still see. It's just different. So please don't take that away from us. Now, here are some things as far as travel. Here are some things that you can do as far as travel and helpfulness. If you'd like to be helpful, simply, if you see us doing something and you think we might need help, simply come up and introduce yourself. You know, hey, my name's Elizabeth. I noticed you're trying to do this. I was just wondering if you needed any help. At that point, we will either say, no, thank you, I've got it. And at which point, that's when you say, oh, okay, well, I just wanted to make sure. Thanks. You have a great day. And, leave it at that. Or we might say, oh, yes, please. Could you help me with, insert here what we need? And then we will direct you in whatever is the best way to help us. And we'll make sure, like, we'll help you make sure the interaction goes smoothly. For travel, if you see us, out with our canes or out with our dogs, if you see us, about to cross a street or in a store and we look like we might need help finding something, or, you know, just anything like that, same thing, come up, introduce yourself and ask if, we need help. And again, we will say, no, thank you, I got it. Or we will say, yes, please, could you help me find, I don't know, the bananas? Or we will say, yes, please, could you tell me when the walk signal is on? Or, could you help me find the pedestrian crossing button or something like that? Or could you tell me the name of the street? Um, but what you never want to do, and I've had this happen to me so many times, and it triggers my PTSD, it triggers my anxiety. It doesn't put me in a great mindset, which is why another reason why it's not safe. You never know what you could trigger in somebody. I have had people, instead of offering to help, I've had people assume that they know where I'm going and they will either grab my arm and like pull me across the wrong street, or they will grab me by my shoulders and literally drive me around like you would drive a grocery store shopping cart. I am not a shopping cart. I am not a toy car. I am a human. You do not drive me. So please don't do that to somebody else, because I can tell you firsthand, it is a jarring experience. It is scary. It is uncomfortable. It is, it's not something we want to go through. Trust me. So those are your basic how to interact with a blind person, do's and don'ts. I can do a more advanced version of this video. Just let me know if that's something that you're interested in. I hope you find this video informative. Again, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time with another video. Thanks, y'all. Goodness, thanks for joining me for today's video. So, in today's video, I am going to talk about something that is very important. It has brought me a lot of frustration because I have encountered so much